harvested loofah today with Smarter by Nature TV. Yo, peace and light, abundance, manifestations, gratitude. We out here right now at the urban farm. We're about to harvest some loofah. We got a baby one right here, looking like a zucchini. Still have the flower. So this will turn into a sponge, an organic, all natural sponge. Here's a loofah right here. That's a knife I used to cut it. A lot of people don't know what loofah is. Loofah does not come from the ocean. It comes from the ground. Mother Earth created her own sponge for us to use and bathe with and exfoliate our skin. So many other benefits, but that's how it benefits the person. It's a scrub, an all natural scrub. When it's fresh, loofah has a heavy feel to it because it's filled with water and it's growing. But you know it's ready to actually harvest when it's a little light. Also, when it begins to change color, that's a symbol that it's getting ready to harvest. I'm gonna show you guys how to process it and how to have it available for you to bathe with your favorite soap. All right, guys, so we have our loofah. It's been about 3 days now since I harvested this loofah. As you can see, there's still some green along the front parts or along one side. This looks like some type of fungus, which is okay. It's on the outer shell and it's a part of microbial life. Here you have some brown. When you get that green, brown / golden color, save the fungus. That's when you know it's time to harvest. Also, the weight of the loofah is significantly light compared to when it's not ready, when it's still growing and it's full of water. This is not completely void of water because you can still see some green, but that's okay because the more green, the lighter the sponge. I kind of prefer harvesting lighter sponges versus the darker ones, only because as they get dark, the skin begins to stick to the inside of the loofah. So we have a loofah. Our next step is to cut it. What you do is you take a knife and you can cut off. See how easily that came off? Once you do that, you can kind of shake a little bit. So the drier it is, the easier it will be to get out the seeds on the inside simply by shaking. This is like 10% of all of the seeds that are probably in here. And the next thing we're gonna do is soak this in some hot water and vinegar. You guys can see the steam coming from the water. Make sure there's steam coming out. The hotter the better. Make sure it's blazing. That's going to loosen up the skin, kill any germs, bacteria. This is also how you can grow mushrooms on cardboard, but that's another story for another day. The point is hot water works. We've taken some white vinegar, distilled. We poured it in here and we're going to put in our loofah. So we have our loofah and we're simply going to drop it in there. It's blazing hot, so the loofah actually floats, so I'm trying to get water inside of it so that I can sink properly. We're gonna let this soak for about an hour, then we're gonna take it out. The purpose is to let it soak so that the skin can loosen up and it'll be easier to peel off. A lot of people use bleach. Bleach will yield a lighter color of the sponge, but that's more for aesthetic purposes. Me personally, I like to use vinegar. It is more natural and I don't want to rub bleach remnants on my skin in the future. So let this soak and I'll come back to you guys. There's still steam coming off of the loofah. And we're just gonna open this up. So it's a lot easier to come off of now. So what you do is rip off a piece, allow the skin to be exposed, and you put your thumb under and you just follow that line. There you have it, peeled loofah. So we're gonna let that soak for the remainder of the time. And I just want the vinegar to get all in there. It's gonna dry out eventually. You can see the water kind of turning brown. So I want everything to be disinfected. The water's still hot 30 minutes later. So we're gonna let this soak for about 30 more minutes. Might even do an hour and a half of soaking. So what we're gonna do is take this and we're gonna put it in our compost pile. Drop that right there. Our compost needs more carbon. Here's some dry pieces that were already taken over by fungus. Another loofah that was past its prime. The water is still comfortably warm. It's been an hour. We let it soak. You can see some more seeds came out. I bet you there's a lot more in there. But we're gonna take this. And we're gonna take this outside. You can see this one dark spot. It's probably gonna be gone by the time it dries. It doesn't even have a vinegar smell to it. It has a dominating cucumber smell. So let's take it outside and see what we do. So we're outside in the beautiful backyard garden. And we're going to put the loofah up against this wire to let dry. Still has a lot of moisture, obviously. We're gonna let this drain out. One of the benefits of cutting that hole. And it's a pretty sunny evening. It's around 5 o'clock, 4:30. I'm gonna check back in about 2 days. Give it 2 days to dry and go from there. As you can see, the loofah is dried and cured. As the loofah dries, it gets lighter. And after you soak it, and whatever disinfectant wash you use. In this video, we use vinegar. Some people use bleach. I don't like using bleach. And you let it dry. Man, look at those fibers. That's a matrix in there. A matrix of fibers that helps exfoliate the body. Like a sponge. There are some seeds inside. What I would do is actually cut out the inside so that it could be an open loofah. Some people call it a loofah glove, I guess. A loofah mitt. You see those seeds on the inside? I can take them over. I'm gonna shake out the seeds and then I'm gonna put it with the rest of my stuff. Wow, this is so beautiful. Fiber. Fiber created from Mother Earth. From one seed produced many seeds. Wow, guys. An organic fiber, the loofah. It exfoliates the skin, cleanses the body. A natural organic fiber from Mother Earth herself. This is beautiful. And look at these patterns. Intricate woven fibers. And you all saw it from, y'all didn't see me plant these, but y'all did see me harvest them. So I'm gonna take you guys into the greenhouse and yeah, y'all gonna see all the other loofah we got. Y'all can actually just walk with me. I'm acting like my greenhouse is far away, but it's just a literal hop in a zip. All right, so we in here, and there we have it. Many different loofahs. I guess I could lay them out on the table for y'all. Get fancy with it real quick. Make sure ain't no holes in here. I need to replace, as a matter of fact, and I'm not gonna put it on there. So, I'm gonna show this to you guys. So these are all the other loofah that I've dried so far. Don't these look beautiful? And this is what you get at the end. Clean loofah. All right, everyone, so there you have it. These are my loofah. Y'all just saw me from harvest to process. And y'all have a blessed one. Peace.